Yeah, good day to you all. I'm Sundarajan, head of the Department of MBA, PSN College of Engineering Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the business environment. As you know, what is the meaning of business environment? The term, the business environment connotes external factors, external forces, and institutions that are beyond the control of the business and they affect the functioning of the business enterprises is called like as business environment. This includes customers, competitors, suppliers, government, and social, political, legal, and technological factors, etc. etc. Okay, just we can see about the introduction to the business environment. All living creatures, including human beings, live within an environment. Apart from the natural environment of humans include family, friends, peers, and neighbors. It also includes man-made structures such as building, furnitures, roads, and other physical infrastructures. The individual do not live in a vacuum. They continuously interact with their environment to live their lives. Right? Just like human beings, business also does not function in the isolated vacuum. As you know, business function within the environment and have to negotiate their way through it. The extent to which the business thrives depends on the manner in which it interacts with its environment. A business which continuously remains passive to the relevant changes in the environment, a business which continuously remains passive to the relevant changes in the environment gradually fade away from the market. Fade away from the market. Fade away from the market. Right? To be successful business, one not only have to recognize different elements of environment, but also respect, adapt to, or have to manage and influence them. That's all. The business must continuously monitor and adapt to the environment. If it is to survive and prosper, disturbance in the environment may spell extreme threats or open up new opportunities for the firm or the business. A successful business has to identify, appraise, and respond to the various opportunities and threats in its environment. According to this, the success of every business depends on adapting itself to the environment with which it functions. For example, when there is a change in the government policies, the business has to make necessary changes to adopt it to the new policies. So that is why when we are going to start any new kind of business, we need the stability of the government, which is one of the main factors of the business environment. Stability of the government is very, very necessary. Similarly, a change in the technology, Similarly, the change in the technology may make the existing products useless or of no importance. As we know, we have seen the introduction of the computer has replaced the typewriters. In 1980s or 1990s, that there are so many typewriting institutes, typewriting shops are there in the market. But once the computer introduced, the typewriter has gone. Likewise, the color televisions. has made the black and white evolution that is called out of fashion. Again, the change in the fashion or customers. Taste may shift the demand in the market for a particular product. For example, human wants more and more. We cannot satisfy the human wants and needs. So that nowadays the fashion, for example, the demand for the jeans reduce the sale of the other traditional wears. Each and everyone should wear the jeans only, especially the jeans only for manufacture for the mine workers. But lately, it is the fashion for new peoples. So people like the jeans. It's caused to the reduce the sale of other traditional wears. So that's the thing. So the change is constant, right? Change is constant. We could adopt the change. So the business will become unsuccessful. These aspects are external factors that are beyond the control of our business. So the new business users must have to adapt themselves to these changes in order to survive and succeed in the business. It is very necessary to have clear understanding of the concept of business environment and the nature of its various components. Okay, then we can see about the definitions of the business environment. The term business environment connotes external factors and institutions that beyond the control of the business and they affect the functioning of business enterprises, which includes customers, competitors, suppliers, government, and social, political, legal, and technological factors, etc. etc. While some of these factors or forces may have direct influence over the business firm, others may operate indirectly. So, the business environment may be defined as the total surroundings which have a direct or indirect bearings on the functioning of business. It may also be defined as a set of external factors. Internal factors. Such as economic factors. It may be also defined as a set of external factors such as economic factors, social factors, political factors, legal factors, demographic factors. Okay, these are the business environment factors which are uncontrollable in nature and affects the business decision of your firm. Right. The business environment has been defined by Bayard O. Wheeler as a total of all the things external to firms and industries which affect their organization and its operation is called like as business environment. According to Barry and Richman, environment consists of factors that are largely, if not totally, external and beyond the control of individual, industrial enterprises and their managements. These are essentially the givers within which firms and their management must operate in a specific country and vary often greatly from country to country. Then we can go for the concept of business environment. Business firm is an open system. Concept of business environment. Actually, business firm is an open system. It gets the resources from the environment and supplies its goods and services to the environment. There are different levels of environmental forces. Some are to close and internal forces, whereas other factors are external forces. So, external forces may be related to the national level, a regional level, or international level. These environmental forces provide opportunities or threats to the business community. Every business organization tries to grasp the available opportunities and face the threats that emerge from the business environment. Business organizations cannot change the external environment, but they just react. They change their internal business components, that means the internal environment, to grasp the external opportunities and face the external environmental threats. This is we can do. It's also therefore very important to analyze business environment to survive and to get success for a business in its industry. It's therefore a vital role of managers to analyze business environment so that they could pursue effective business strategy. Unless or otherwise we could not able to survive in the competitive world. Your business firm gets human resources, capital, technology, information, energy and raw materials from the society, which follows government rules and regulations, social norms and cultural values, regional treaty and global alignment, economic rules and tax policy of the government. So, thus a business organization is a dynamic entity because it operates in a dynamic business environment. Okay, then the types of business environment. 1. Micro environment. And the 2. Macro environment. And the 3. Market environment. Right? So, what is the micro environment? One, demographic factors. 2. Economic factors. And 3. Socio-cultural factor. And 4. Technological. And 5. Ecological. 6. Political factor. And 7. Sorry. Actually, there are 6 factors which control the microenvironment. Right? So the microenvironment, what is microenvironment? Microenvironment, which contains the collection of forces or factors that are close to the organization and can influence the performance as well the day-to-day activities of the firm. So microenvironment. There are 6 components are there. Micro environmental factors are: one is company suppliers, marketing intermediates, competitors, general public, and the customer. These are all called like as microenvironment. So this is the macro environment. Macro environment. It consists of 6 different forces: demographic, economic, socio-cultural factors, technological factors, ecological factor, and the political factors. As you know, what's the meaning of demographic factors? The factors which includes age, sex, income level of the people, employment, location, and the level of education, which are all include like these demographic factors. And likewise, the economic factors, which indicates the interest rate, tax rate, law, policies of government, wages, and the government activity, which are all comes under the economic factors. What are the socio-cultural factors? These are the changes in culture and demographics are called like a socio-cultural factors. For example, population size and rate of growth of ages, wealth and income. These are all comes under the socio-cultural factors. Then the technological factors, that are production techniques, information and communication resources, logistics, marketing and e-commerce technologies, which are all comes under the technological factor. Then ecological factor, as you know, the environment changes, climate conditions, the temperature, food, pollutant, population density of the area, sound and light, which are all comes under ecological factors. And the political factor, last the political factor is relating to the business and the government, which are all called like the political factor. These are all called like the macro environment, right? Then the last one is marketing environment. Market environment. There are 7 elements are there. One is demographic factors. Demographic. Second, ecological. Third, economic. The fourth, socio-cultural. And 5, political and legal. International environment. And technological factor. So, market environment, business environment or marketing terms that refer to the factors and forces that affect the firm's ability to build and maintain successful customer relationship. So the components of market environment, which are as follows: the demographic factors, ecological factors, economic factors, socio-cultural factors, political and legal factors, international factors, and technological factors. These are all called like as the components of business environment or market environment. Then we can see about corporate governance. So the subject title is the business environment and the corporate governance. So what do you mean by the corporate governance? See, the corporate governance is a system by which companies are directed and controlled. By whom? The responsibilities of the board including setting the company's strategic aims, objectives, goals, providing a leadership to put them into effect, supervising the management of the business and reporting the shareholders. That is called, I guess, the corporate governance. What's the need and importance of corporation? Need and importance of corporate governance. So, as you know, the corporate governance is important because it creates a system of rules and practices that determine how a company operates and how it aligns the interest of all its stakeholders and shareholders. Good corporate governance leads to ethical business practices, which leads to the financial viability. According to the concept of significance of global business environment, ICFI, ICFA Centers for Management Research defined like the corporate governance like that. The global business environment as the environment in different sovereign countries with factors exogenous to the home environment of the organization, influencing decision making on resources and use and capabilities. This includes the social, political, economical, and regulatory. Okay, what are the four objectives? Objectives of corporate governance. What are the four objectives of corporate governance? Corporate governance entails the areas of environment awareness, ethical behavior, corporate strategy, the compensation and risk management. These basic principles of corporate governance are accountability, transparency, fairness, and responsibility. So maybe these are the key principles of corporate governance. And also they are telling like that these are the four pillars of the corporate governance. Like the pillars of successful corporate governance are the accountability, fairness, transparency, assurance, leadership, and stakeholder management. Okay, then what are the essence of the corporate governance? Corporate governance refers to the way in which companies are governed and to the what purpose. Why we are forming the corporate governance? It identifies who has power and accountability and who makes decisions. It is in essence a toolkit that enables business management and the board to deal more effectively with the challenges of running a successful company. That is called like as essence of corporate governance. Thank you.